Reach for the speed, reach for the whistle, go where the rail may run. Reach for the words, reach for the story, follow the rainbow sun. To a shining time station, where dreams can come true, waiting there for you.
Every day in America, freight trains are rolling to keep the nation's economy flowing. Engines are assigned tasks, and most of them will take their jobs seriously to keep their corporate image standing. However, there's always challenges lying ahead when it comes to any assignments, such as battling the grade and conquering heights while getting the cargo delivered on time. And it's important for locomotives to gain inspections before being assigned on their next duty. Even passenger trains, whether it's commuter rails to steam excursions, all are taken a top priority to keep the riders satisfied. However, some engines can be careless enough to not know what they're doing, such as this ex-ATSF unit who was dangerously setting out some tank cars on the path to an active industrial branch line. But when engines become overworked, they often try to find ways to relieve stress, which can sometimes go as far as ramming other engines if deprived, which can even be a fatal mistake at times. One night, deep at Springfield Industrial, some CSX locomotives had their own stress-relieving session.
Alright girls, I want you to ram me as hard as we go.
Will do, Holmes. Anything that could help me recuperate from my mistakes.
This is not a good idea. I'm telling you, you'll only amplify your mistakes.
Sean, you're just being paranoid. All I'm doing is teaching the girls how to fight Bruce like Miguel.
But Holmes, you could get hurt. You know that, right? In a perilous industrial vicinity like this, it's too risky to pull this kind of crap. If anything, we should just get out of here. I don't even feel safe being here.
Do you really trust me, or not? Given that I was built with higher horsepower, I've been through nasty experiences longer than you have, but I've learned to cope with it. So why don't you just mind your own business?
Holmes, you're not listening.
How about this? Instead of complaining all night, you can safely go back home and stay out of this. And we're sticking around here. But don't you bug us again. You get it?
But I'm telling you.
Girls, I want you to biff me as hard as you can. Try harder. It feels like you have babies in your calves slapping me.
If only we could find a serene atmosphere to enhance my attack concentration, since I can't help but feel all the thick clouds floating around me. Let's move out of here. We're not doing this in such an atrocious industrial zone.
So, this is where you want to biff me, huh? Well then try me. Try as hard as you can.
Well, time to take in all the bad fuel. I feel a lot better now. I'm sure ready to ram that sucker. If he thinks he's such a tough guy, just wait and see what us girls are really made of.
Holy!
What in the burning hell was that?
Beats me, but it's no wonder this yard is so poorly managed if they hired useless switchers to park those tank cars on the wrong track. Either this yard should go out of business, or they need to start hiring more sensible switchers, or even make non-sentient engines. I swear this yard makes Penn Central look like the most well-maintained railroad in history.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Wait, how am I still here? Maybe my kind is somehow... infinity?
Wrong. Your kind is outdated. I don't even know why you still exist. Go find yourself getting cut up or rebuilt into a slug, would ya?
What have you two done? Now we're in deep trouble for this.
Did we do something wrong? I swear, we heard a massive explosion.
Yes, you did.
What even happened?
Don't be so oblivious. You know perfectly well what happened.
We're sorry and didn't mean to cause harm. All we were trying to do was to relieve our stress.
That's how you relieve stress? By obliterating all the engines, let alone a whole rail yard? I don't know if Holmes could make it alive, but if I hear that he's done for, this is all you.
I said I'm sorry. Gosh. I hope we didn't mean to kill him for this.
Sorry doesn't help with the insurance policy.
Look, we need to get out of here before we get caught.
Right. Now let's hurry and move it.
Ow. What was that? I felt like we were gonna derail. Dawn, check your mirrors. I think we're screwed.
Oh snap. Looks like we're busted.
What do you think you're doing? This is not a playground. This is a very serious industrial precinct. You realize how much destruction you instigated, right?
But it's not our fault. I was warning that AC-60 of the hazard. He has to be rammed in the first place just to take the girl's stress out.
I don't want to know whose fault it is, nor will I want to hear the story. You three are all under arrest. I'm taking y'all to Waycross where we will discuss and investigate this.
Hey, what are you doing? Let go of us.
You with the flared radiators, be quiet, or else we will forcibly thrust you both into those boxcars. At 3062, you're coming with us. You hear me?
Well, time to face judgment from that yardmaster. See what you put us through now?
Listen up. CSX 5004 just got retired from our roster. It smashed into some tank cars and exploded, and then it got scrapped on site as the damage was too severe to be worth repairing. The engine responsible better have a damn good explanation for this.
I think I know who it was. It was that idiot Jiva with the number 3062.
Leo, stop acting like you know everything. You know where his threatened can't even do a thing.
You always jump to conclusions. Why do you think it's Sean, Leo?
Sorry about that, Josh. My partner is just a nuisance who thinks he knows everything.
Well, I'm sorry you had to deal with him. I had to put up with some other degenerates who can't do their jobs right. All of you, silence. Anyways, 257 has something to say.
Thank you, sir. It says here that the one's responsible for locomotives 599 and 4783. According to some witnesses and complaints filed from the Springfield Yardmaster, it was reported that approximately 2,300 hours at 599 and 4783 were seen marrying 5004 into some loaded tank cars parked at Springfield Yard. The damage was critical, and it says that nearby locomotive 1755, 7144, BNSF 1010, BNSF 9156, CN 543, and CN 2152 were destroyed within the blast radius. Quantities of the cars and supplies were lost as well. Much of the yard was ravaged, almost as if it was a war zone. Luckily, no one was injured, and Damageville made paid up to $1.8 million. The people of Springfield Industrial are fond of hearing this.
You mean Sean was responsible, right?
Leo, shut up. You just said the words, you stupid kid. Were you not paying attention?
599 and 4783. Foolish engines. I've got reports that you ran 5,004 into some tankers and devastated much of Springfield Yard. As for your punishment, you both will be stricken off the roster.
That disgraceful AC-60 finally got what he had coming. I just knew this day would commence.
Are you seriously disrespecting someone who got extirpated? What is wrong with you, psychopath?
Shut up in my yard business, Josh. You don't know how much beef I had with the guy. Plus, I'm the one who's more reliable than you. Since I am DPU equipped and you're not.
Just because you're DPU equipped doesn't make you special. And you're just ungracious for making fun of someone who got killed in an explosion. Do you realize other engines were destroyed as well? That people could have been hurt from such a catastrophe?
Do I look like I care? Now you better keep your mouth shut before I come over there and run you into that bumper post over there and run you so hard that you roll around and your bogies will break. Then I will smash some tankers into you till you're nothing but charred, cold scrap metal.
What are we gonna do? We can't just sit here. We need to take action to survive. Well, I just got a plan. And it may be our only hope. Ready, set, push! Sorry, that was an accident.
Those fools! They're breaking loose! Miguel, Leo, stop those fugitives before they can hurt anyone else! Pronto!
Yes, sir. And Leo, you better have gotten your engine started.
I already did.
Good. Let's exterminate those wrecks.
Brakes are stuck.
I've set up all these landmines. Can't wait to see that girl getting blown up into the atmosphere.
Now stay here between those two railguns or we will drag you further towards the scrapyard.
well, if it isn't this useless engine who is responsible for the destruction of Springfield Yard and the demise of some of my good friends there. That's just an act of terrorism. Then you've derailed one of our guards and try to make an escape? Yep, big mistake. There's a bomb planted inside of your cab, and you can't do anything about it. Make one dumb move, and I will detonate you for good. Listen here, you old hag. I am not scared of you. It's not my fault why Springfield Yard was razed. I was forcefully dragged into it by someone, and I regret for unintentionally causing deaths. But now I deserve this? You are by far one of the most dastardly engines I've ever met. In fact, I've heard horrible stories of you treating my similar kinds like criminals. I don't care if you're planning on seizing my service life, because I am planning on terminating yours as well to make things right. We can have one less corrupt engine without you. Calling me an old hag? Huh. That's funny coming from someone who has poor reliability problems. Your insult doesn't affect me. It's so weak and pathetic like you. And I don't have to believe in anything you say. You're just a murderer who likes to annihilate other engines for no reason. We can both end our service lives together, but I'm doing this whole railroad a favor by getting rid of disgraceful engines like you. Besides, my friends are looking forward to seeing you get scrapped anyways. It's what you deserve. So now I shall blow you up sky high. Kiss your flared radiators goodbye.
Sean, I have something to tell you. A friend of mine set off landmines on May's path, and she ran them over and blew up sky high. As for Dawn, Lily has planted a bomb inside her cab, and now they're blasted into smithereens.
You monster! I already foresaw what happened, but you decided to spill it out to me? It's a shame that the girls senselessly rammed homes into those tankers, but they didn't deserve to die like this.
Oh, stop crying about it. They all deserve to be liquidated anyways.
That's right, they're all gone for good, and this night ain't over yet because there's worse to come.
Ah, you're here. Remember when you said you tried to report Sean to your master for not blowing his horn? Well, did you?
Well, shoot, I did, and the young master said that he'll be sent away to storage for being dangerous.
Gracias. At least you're one that I can respect, unlike that giant blue turd who tries to spoil my reputation.
I heard that, you pile of rotten cheese. Stop accusing me for everything. And what do you think taking him away to storage would contribute to if he's a newer Gevo? And being dangerous? Dangerous? Over not blowing his horn at a crossing? That's lazy, but at least he's not lazy like that little blue sloth with the number 2516.
So what? He deserves to go to storage for being a disgrace. He's a jeopardy to the rails.
Exactly. Even a newer engine like him is an ignominy to this railroads, and he needs to be put out of service for good.
Screw off! You'll have no right to tell him if he'll go to storage over a simple mistake. He's not even built before 2007, so why bother with him in the first place, freaking morons?
Did you not hear what Leo in 88 said? He's a disgrace, just like you. Gosh, this is residential.
And this is why I don't like you either, so shove off.
Anyway, Sean, did you hear that? You're getting sent away to storage for the rest of your life. No!
Sean, why are you yelling? It's freaking 3 a.m. and you had to wake us up.
Just had a bad dream.
Bad dream? Dude, you've been a disturbance. What's wrong with you?
I'm serious. I had this nightmare. We were in this industrial place in the middle of nowhere. You and Don rammed Holmes into some tank cars just because he was asked to, and then we got caught by some corrupt CSX engines and taken back here. We were held hostages, and 2 UP engines with the names of Miguel and Leo were here, and they were not friendly at all. The yardmaster harshly punished us. We were treated like criminals, and then Miguel did something really bad too.
Sean, do not mention that name in this part of the night. You're not helping. All you're doing is overreacting, giving the rest of us a hard time.
Well, I'm sorry. Jeez.
Look, Dawn and I are still recovering from what happened this past week, and you had to remind us of all the negatory that ensued in your dream.
But May, bad things have happened on the Jacksonville division these past months. Like when Nicholas got kidnapped by Ryan and Donovan, and when Lillian broke down because of sugar in the fuel tank. And now all these incidents are plaguing my mind after what happened last night. And God only knows, that nightmare may become reality. And haven't you heard of rumors of Seth possibly being behind the whole plot?
Sean, just shut up. I don't want to hear any of these. Gosh, how annoying can you get by bringing up these negative events?
Alright, I'm sorry. Calm down, will ya?
You know what? I'm so out of here. I need someplace peaceful to get sleep. Dawn, let's move to another yard. We can't sleep next to someone who's being a pain in the radiator.
May, please don't. I'm sorry. I just can't help with what's been haunting me.
And the next time you see us, don't you even dare to lay your coupler onto us. You hear me?
Well, look what you just did. You just chased the girls out of here. You proud of yourself?
Sorry, I just can't help it. Either I'm worrying too much, or I'm just the worst engine here on the roster.
Whatever. Let's just forget about it and get back to sleep. I got a long haul to take out of here early in the morning. And believe me, I love to take my job seriously.
What in blazes were those engines thinking? Are they crazy or what?
It's just some GE piece of trash clawing like cats over a damn toy, which is another reason GE suck, because they quarrel like if they're about to blow this whole shit up. You didn't hear that SDE-70 Mac with the number 4783 being involved in that heated argument much, did you?
Yeah, right. Let's get back to sleep. I swear, another night ruined by some gabbling half-wits who can't keep their damn mouths shut. Well, could be worse if that Seaboard obsessed chair was here. Don't you agree?
Whatever. At least he ain't a crappy GE.
So Dawn, what yard do you want to move to? I don't know. I have an important meeting later, so I'm sorry if I can't hang around with you any longer. What meeting? You're still recovering, you know, so shouldn't you be taking a break? It has to be kept a secret. Okay, you're acting a bit weird. But before we make our parting, do you want to have some little steam talk? I'm trying to lighten myself up, and maybe you can convalesce after having a conversation about the beauty of steam engines. Who gives a shit about those dirty steam engines? They pollute the atmosphere and clog up the right-of-way of other railroads. Ow! Come on, you wouldn't hit your own friend, would you? Is this an insult I sense coming from you? Sorry if I sounded rude. I'm just not so fascinated with those machines. The only thing I'm interested in is keeping our customers satisfied. In fact, steam engines aren't the most useful tools today. Technology is innovating fast with newer diesels. What's more important in modern railroading is keeping the economy moving. Being a girl myself, I would abhor being near filthy equipment, which is why I'm glad I don't get assigned on coal trains as much as you, since it would get my paint dirty. And one more thing, tell Nicholas that he needs to stop being rude to Ben and Eli. I have some friends who fall into similar categories as them, and I've been babysitting them with care. Don't be so ridiculous. The reason other railroads like the Union Pacific still utilizes steam programs is because they know how to appreciate history. And you should look at yourself in the mirror, because your paint is more faded out than mine. Thus, you realize that Ben and Eli got the rest of us into a bad situation, right? Hey, where are you going? We didn't even say our goodbyes. Ugh, what is with her? Having to attend a so-called meeting and thinking she can talk smack about steam engines? She may be a friend, though weird at times, but she's starting not to act like one. This night has become worse.